Good evening and welcome to Sunset News this Friday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, weather, sports, and more news. I am Glenn Rashipura. In the news tonight, in a united display of their shared concerns and demands, employees of the City of Windhoek staged a peaceful demonstration today. They presented a petition to address issues related to salary management and wage increments for the current financial year. Elia Haindongo, the representative of the Namibia Public Workers Union, eloquently addressed the gathering and formally submitted the petition to Fanuel Manda, who is currently serving as the acting executive of COW in the absence of Moses Matayayi, COW's chief executive officer.
We have a petition that we are going to read to you, Mr. Manda, as entrusted by the CEO, who is not here. We understand he is overseas already.
Why? This is the money already.
Yes. We, the city of Windhoek employees, hereby submit this petition to express our collective voice, concerns and demands for your immediate attention to rectify several pressing issues within our organization. Number one, introduction. The city of Windhoek, as a relevant employer, has a duty to ensure the welfare of its employees and to ensure that they earn wages and salary able for them to afford the cost of living for themselves and for their families. Yeah. The employees of the city of Windhoek have been without salary increment for a consecutive 4 years now. This is despite the cost of living that has gotten out of hand because of the following contributing factors. Increased repo rate to 7.75 basis points, which is expected to go up again. Increase in interest rate went up 4 times already. Fuel prices went up 6 times this year alone. August inflation rate was 6%, whereas the annual inflation rate stands at 5.3%. The consumer price index in Namibia increased from 163.01 to 163.31 in August. The city of Windhoek, as a result of the above, increased their rates and taxes by 4.5%. We know electricity went up by 8.6%. And this has a negative impact on us. Given the above, employees of the city of Windhoek unconditionally demand the following. Salary and wages increment for financial year 2023-2024 has already submitted. Provision for free parking for all employees free of charge. Given that the city of Windhoek has outsourced all parking lots in the city to a private contractor, which is charging $5 per hour, and this is translating to $800 per month for employees with no parking. Employees of the city of Windhoek demand permanent inclusion of the fixed contract employees into the staff complement of the city of Windhoek.
In our next story, the Nippon Foundation gifted 85 books to the International University of Management as part of the Read Japan program, known as the Project to Promote Understanding of Japan. Now, the Nippon Foundation's fully funded program delivers great books to enlighten and enhance readers' awareness of Japan around the world. IUM is the 4th institute in Namibia to profit from this project. This is what Japan's ambassador to the Republic of Namibia had to say.
A book donation project to promote understanding Japan. Yohei Sasakawa, Chairman, the Nippon Foundation. Vice Chancellor of International University of Management. We are pleased to donate books that will help promote understanding about Japan to the International University of Management, which has shown a strong interest in Japan and Japanese culture. We would also like to once again thank all of you who cooperate with us making this donation possible. Japan has maintained friendly relations with Namibia for more than 30 years, since Namibia's independence. However, as Japan is geographically located far away from those of you in Namibia. Perhaps you may only have a vague image of Japan, and opportunities for you to learn about and understanding Japan may be limited. In light of this situation, the Nippon Foundation is promoting the Read Japan project in the hope of providing quality information about Japan to those of you in Namibia and other countries of the world. To date, we have donated more than 83,000 books to more than 1,200 libraries and research institutions in 140 countries around the world. We are pleased to have the International University of Management join this club of recipients today. The Nippon Foundation will further expand the selection of books we donate so that we can satisfy the intellectual curiosity of those interested in Japan. I sincerely hope that you, as opinion leaders and researchers in Namibia, will make the best use of these books, not only to deepen your interest in and understanding of Japan, but also to serve as a bridge between our two countries. Thank you very much. This is Yoge Sasaka.
Now in our next story, the Bank of Namibia recently launched the Bank of Namibia Robotics and Coding STEAM project at the NAST HETPS building in Windhoek. Speaking at the event was the governor of the Bank of Namibia, Johannes Gavagab, highlighting the importance of science, technology, and engineering, arts, and mathematics. Junior Kapofi reports.
It is a great honor for me to stand before you on this auspicious occasion as we officially launch the Bank of Namibia's Robotics and Coding project. I started coding when my young grandson was 6 years old. I took him Saturdays to coding classes, and whilst waiting for him in the car, I've just decided I must also just go in and see what's happening. So he was 6 and I was what age I started coding. He's 11 now, and all we do nowadays is if you go out on Saturday to buy presents, we just buy parts and to build this and that. And I thought we have got a problem. So my youngest daughter is in Switzerland and she did an MSc in digital architecture. So she's developing apps. Between the two of them, I'm totally sandwiched. It's just coding and it's apps, and that's all I need to. I'm learning every day from them. So this initiative represents a significant milestone in the Bank of Namibia's commitment to advancing science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics education in Namibia. It is a testament to our dedication to fostering innovation, knowledge, and economic development in our beloved nation. As we embark on this transformative journey, I'm reminded of the words of the renowned physicist Albert Einstein, who once said, and I quote him, "Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution," unquote. Today we gather here to ignite the flames of imagination and innovation among our young minds. Namibia has aspirations to become an industrialized nation by 2030. This is well stipulated in all our national development frameworks, including the Harambee Prosperity Plan, the National Development Plan, NDP 5, and Vision 2030. Skills development will be the cornerstone of Namibia's success and pursuing industrialization. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and industries are rapidly shifting towards robotics, automation, coding, IT, electronics, 3D printing, and machine learning.
Is your great influence in your industry that you're working in?
Every day I'm getting new skills.
In our next story, the closing ceremony of the Oral Health Awareness Campaign was a momentous event filled with gratitude and reflection. The Mayor of Walvis Bay and the Director of Health in the Erongo region tells us more.
Take a moment to reflect on the importance of oral health and general hygiene. Throughout the campaign, we have emphasized the significance of maintaining good health practices. Oral health plays a vital role in the overall well-being, and we must prioritize it. By practicing good oral hygiene, we prevent the build-up of plaque and bacteria that can lead to both tooth decay, gum disease, and other health issues. Simple everyday habits such as brushing your teeth properly.
According to Albert Schweitzer, the purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. And that was really the purpose of this week. So as a team, you have demonstrated just that. And the closing of the campaign
The South African singer Cordelia is currently in Namibia on tour in aid of the Cancer Society of Namibia. She performed in Walvis Bay on Thursday night and can be seen tonight at Oshiwarongo's Crocodile Farm and on Saturday at the Kafrikwele in Tsumeb. Sheldon Johannes reports.
So ek is 'n gebore Suid-Afrikaner en ek was 6 maande oud toe ek aangeneem en my aanneemouers het my grootgemaak in Vogwel. My pa was baie lief vir musiek en dis waar my liefde vir musiek ontstaan het en op die ouderdom van 4 jaar oud het ek al my heel eerste sangkompetisie deelgeneem. Musiek was net nog altyd deel van my. 2015 het ek my heel eerste enkelsnit uitgebring in Suid-Afrika en die lied se naam is Mal in jou kop wat toe baie goeie sukses vir my bereik het in Suid-Afrika en by musiek is regtig net 'n Afrikaanse kommersiële aanslag. Ek is baie lief vir musiek, vir Afrikaans natuurlik ook en natuurlik vir die mense wat daarna luister. So, ons vertoning is hier vanaand in Walvis Bay en dit is deel van ons toer en natuurlik is ons op pad na Tsumeb toe en dan natuurlik by die krokodilplaas daar in Oshiwarongo gaan ons ook 'n lekker optrede doen en alles vir bewusmaking van kanker.
Now, local traders are mistaken for homeless Swakopmund Bridge occupants. We get into this story after the break. Images of alleged homeless people living under the bridge were circulating. Turns out to be local traders. Erongo 24/7 stopped by the bridge and discovered that 2 local women had set up a working station to collect mussels and transport them back home. Sarah, not her real name, states due to lack of funds and unemployment, they have resorted to alternative methods of earning an income. The ladies collect these mussels, which they extract from shells and clean through boiling. Precious Ngitwanapo reports.
What seemed to be people living under the bridge turns out to be local traders. Local traders mistaken for homeless bridge occupants. Circulating images of alleged homeless people living under the bridge turns out to be local traders. The Erongo 24/7 office stopped by the bridge and discovered that 2 local women have set up a working station to collect mussels and transport them back home for selling purposes. Sarah states due to a lack of funds and unemployment, they have resorted to alternative methods of earning an income. The ladies collect these mussels, which they extract from shells and clean through boiling. So indeed, not inhabitants of the local bridge.
Yeah. Toningi wafa. Toningo kapana wafa. Mau. Mapana 3.
Okay.
We get into your community news shortly. The Cancer Association of Namibia is hosting a breast cancer awareness campaign and is currently in Walvis Bay. The National Cancer Outreach Program is done because breast cancer is the #1 most commonly diagnosed form of cancer amongst women in Namibia. Now we are trying to reach out to the women to avoid late presentations, and we're trying to educate the population, the Namibia population, especially the women, and how to do their free breast examination. Sister Aina Ngitongo tells us more.
Hi viewers, I am Sister Aina Nitongo from the Cancer Association of Namibia. We're currently here in Walvis Bay busy with our National Cancer Outreach Program, basically running a campaign on breast cancer awareness amongst women. This is done because breast cancer is the #1 most commonly diagnosed form of cancer amongst the women in Namibia, and we are trying to reach out to the women to avoid late presentations, and we're trying to educate the population, the Namibian population, especially the women, on how to do their free breast examinations. So the National Cancer Outreach Program runs throughout the year from January till around about October, where we go all around the whole country. Thus far, we have visited regions such as, we started in Khomas, Hartap region, we have done the north, we in Erongo, and we have done the south so far. So today we will be doing free breast examinations here in Walvis Bay, and then once we're done, we will be driving off to Otjiwarongo for tomorrow. We'll be in Otjiwarongo State Hospital doing free breast examinations from 9 o'clock until 1 o'clock. And then Saturday morning we'll be in Tsumeb, and then we drive back to Windhoek. So the main aim is to educate the Namibian population so that we can combat late presentations of breast cancers and we can save a life.
Good morning. My name is Selma Munjulu. Good morning precisely to the ladies, but everybody at large. At the Breast Cancer Association Namibia Center, being hosted at the Walvis Bay Municipality Hall. We're here to check on our breast cancer status, or how our breasts are. So I'm inviting all the ladies, please come out in numbers. Tell a sister to call a sister to come here and do your test so you know where you stand. Prevention is better than cure. This service is for free. It is for free. You would regret not going for a free service and later finding out you're in a situation. Please show up in numbers and let's support the initiative. It's a great idea. It's for us Namibians. Let's hold hands and do this.
Up next, we get into your economic news. Locally listed Capricorn Group's profit after tax increased by 28.7% to $1.47 billion for the financial year ended 30th of June 2023. The increase was on the back of improved net interest margins, reduced credit impairment losses, strong growth, and non-interest income and efficient operations. Now, the group declared a final dividend of 61 cents per ordinary share, which will be paid to shareholders on the 20th of October 2023, including the interim dividend of 39 cents per ordinary share. This represents a total dividend of 100 cents per ordinary share. Let's take a look at our economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades against the British pound at 23.59, against the euro at 20.33, against the US dollar at 19.06, against the Chinese yuan. $2 Namibian and 62 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. Now on the commodities market, gold, copper and platinum went up while Brent crude oil went down, trading at 0.56%, going for $93.87 per barrel. Now after this short break, we get into your international news. Now, President Joe Biden yesterday criticized the Republican-backed fiscal plan he called MAGA budget and warned that the U.S. economy and voters would take a toll as the clock ticks down to a possible government shutdown. Now, the federal government would enter its fourth shutdown in a decade next month unless the Republican-controlled House of Representatives and Democratic-run Senate can pass a long or short-term funding bill and Biden signs it into law. Let's take a look.
America has the strongest economy in the world of all major economics. And all they do is attack it. But, you know, you've noticed something. For all the time they spend attacking me and my plans, here's what they never do. They never talk about what they want to do. No, think about it. They tell you what they're against. What are they for? It's like they want to keep it a secret. I don't blame them. Look, their plan, MAGAnomics, is more extreme than anything America's ever seen before. Just months ago, they went further than anyone has ever gone, threatening to default on the debt that's over 220 years old. Default, unless we gave them everything they wanted. We gave them nothing they wanted. We gave them nothing when we got a deal. But up to now, Republicans have given us a failed plan, a trickle-down economics that didn't work. My guess is your story is just like mine. Not much trickle-down ended up helping y'all. Instead, there's what trickle-down economics did. It shipped jobs overseas. It's a basic thing. Well, they're back at it again, breaking their commitment, threatening more cuts and threatening to shut down the government again this month. Now, what they do talk about is claiming all these cuts are going to reduce the deficit. Never, never, never. We just remember who the hell we are. And we had a lot more to do, though. And I'm going to get those gas prices down again, I promise you. Let me close with this. And there's a lot more I know we could talk about. I wish I had a chance to take all your questions, but I'm going to get in real trouble if I do that. But all kidding aside, we've faced some pretty tough times in recent years. But America didn't give up. America never gives up.
That's it on the international front. Now moving on, let's get into your sports news with Ashwin Berry.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Wrap for Sunset News. In just under 2 hours, Namibia's Valviches will be taking on the well-established All Blacks of New Zealand at the Rugby World Cup. We'll certainly be back in the Boykies. But here is New Zealand head coach at a press conference before the match.
Scott, what's your analysis told you about the way Namibia might attack and how you can contain what they might try to do?
Your first thought for me was 2019. It was 24-9 at half-time, and they played really well and they're really physical and direct, and we expect much of the same. And if you look at the type of people they are and where they've come from, mainly a farming background, we know we're going to expect a really physical battle tomorrow, so we've prepared for that.
Let's take a look at the group log after France got their second win. France is on top with 8 points, with Italy following with 5 points. New Zealand, Uruguay and Namibia are still hoping to put points on the board. We end with some Formula One as Verstappen's win streak is under threat in perilous Singapore race. Max Verstappen's bid for a record-extending 11th straight win faces a severe test in Sunday's perilous Singapore night race on the unpredictable Marina Bay Street circuit. The Red Bull driver's third world title in a row is only a matter of time, but the Dutchman has never triumphed under the lights in Singapore. Those have been our stories.
You're still watching Sunset News, and if you have just joined us, here are the news highlights from today's broadcast. The Nippon Foundation donated 85 books to the International University of Management as part of the Read Japan program, known as the Project to Promote Understanding of Japan. Now, the Bank of Namibia recently launched the Bank of Namibia Robotics and Coding STEAM project at the NAST HTTPS building in Windhoek. The Brave Gladiators have been handed a tough draw in the 2023 Council of Southern African Football Associations, which took place yesterday in Boksburg, South Africa. The 2023 COSAFA Women's Championship will be hosted in Gauteng from the 4th to the 15th of October 2023. Namibia was drawn in Group C, the group of death, with Botswana, Lesotho, and returnees Zimbabwe in what can be considered a reasonably tough group. And with that, we have come to the end of our broadcast. Thank you for tuning in on this Friday evening. From me, Glenn Rashipura, until next time.